Winter arrives without asking, covering everything in silence. I thought the season would feel empty, but instead, it feels full of quiet things I didn't know I needed. Days feel shorter, nights feel longer, and the world feels softer somehow. The season pulls me inward into quiet moments and thoughts I didn't know I was ready to listen to. I didn't plan to learn anything this winter, but somehow it's teaching me more about myself than I expected. Some days feel heavy, snowy, gray, but winter is also when I notice things more, when my thoughts arrive quietly without asking. Lately, I've been finding comfort in the things I watch. Stories about slow lives, simple routines, the kind that makes everything feel calmer. I started watching a Korean show called Rented in Finland. Before that, I didn't know much about Finland, just that the language is hard to learn and it's really cold in winter. But through the show, I fell in love with Lapland, the way people live close to nature, chopping wood, cooking over a campfire, bathing in a river. It felt quiet, intentional, like watching a life I always wanted to experience, but never said out loud. I've also been binge watching a YouTube channel called Kyunbi. She documents life in one of the coldest villages on Earth. Her videos bring peace to my mind. It feels like sitting quietly with someone, no pressure to speak. In a recent Christmas video, a little boy named Aryan shared his New Year's wish. He said he hoped everyone would have work they truly love. I didn't expect it, but I shed a few tears. One day, I'll have the job that I love, Aryan. And I hope you will too when you grow up. This year, I decorated my place for Christmas for the very first time. I had never done it before. I was always traveling during the holidays. But this year, I stayed home. The idea came to me late, decorating with handmade crochet ornaments. So everything felt a little rushed. Even so, I loved every part of it. I loved how it turned out, and I was so proud of myself. Some people think I must have had a lot of free time to make everything, but the truth is the opposite. I had just gone back to working full-time in the office, so I used every spare moment after work, on weekends, and finished everything just one day before Christmas Eve. Standing there, putting the wreath together, hanging the ornaments onto the tree, it felt worth it. And somehow, spending Christmas alone wasn't so bad after all. There was a snowstorm one day, the kind that makes everything feel brand new. It reminded me of my very first snow. I was taking an accounting test that day. I remember being so excited to go outside that I rushed through the exam just to see the snow. Luckily, I still got 80 out of 100. And somehow, that made the memory even better. That morning, I woke up to inches of snow outside my window. Winter had finally arrived, Christmas just around the corner. It wasn't the first snow of the season, but we hadn't had this much in years. When the snow finally stopped, I bundled myself up and went for a walk. The air felt fresh. Children were laughing, playing in the snow with their parents. I was so caught up in that moment that I forgot to clean the snow off my car for work. I paid for it the next day, 20 minutes of scraping in the cold. It was fun. If you are watching this in the middle of winter too, I hope this feels like sitting quietly together for a moment. Winter can feel heavy. The snow, the cold, the gray sky. But it's also the season when my thoughts show up the most. Not when I sit quietly at home, but when I least expect them. Like driving to the grocery store the day after the snowstorm, thinking about emotions. I've always considered myself emotional. Growing up, people asked me, "Why do you cry so easily?" Or, "Why are you crying over nothing?" I never knew how to answer them. "I don't know," I replied. Fun fact about me. I once cried during the last scene of Avengers Endgame because Thanos was sitting alone after achieving everything he wanted. There was no celebration, just stillness. To me, that moment isn't about victory. It's about emptiness. He sacrificed everything, even someone he loved, for a purpose. And when it was over, there was nothing left to hold on to. I cried because I felt the loneliness, the fear that fulfillment isn't guaranteed, even when you get what you've been chasing. For a long time, those questions about my crying made it feel like weakness. So I tried not to cry. I tried to hold everything in. And most of the time, I failed. But now I know, if I'm crying, it was never nothing. Letting myself feel helps me understand what matters to me, what moves me, what I'm afraid of, what I hope for. This winter reminded me that growth doesn't always feel exciting. Sometimes it looks like showing up on tired days, finishing something just in time, staying when it would be easier to step away. There were days editing felt exhausting, when work and life quietly collided, but I stayed with it. Let this be a reminder. You are doing better than you think. You don't have to rush. And it's okay to take your time becoming who you're meant to